Sunup on 7. My name is Renata Samos-Khan.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin Mendes. Welcome to your Monday episode of Sunup on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space, wherever you're watching us from. Ren, let's tease them what can they expect on today's show.
Excitement is coming in because, of course, Jules is back on the couch, guys. And what does he have to talk about? Many things that, of course, interest your heart, things that you don't know, all of these things under the sun. So stay tuned for the exciting conversation. We're also going to be diving in about a great fundraiser coming up for Dr. Egg. So stay tuned for that, all the details. But what else do we have up our sleeve, Kevito?
There's a Pride in Our City cleanup campaign that's upcoming by Sea of Life. Today we're going to find out those details about that event and how can you participate in that also.
All that and so much more. But you know how this works, man. Put your comments in the comment section. Make live interactive, fun, juicy, and respectful. Of course.
Yes.
So, shall we get to the couch?
Let's do it.
Answer that's worth looking for today. Just in time, and he's here to talk to us the about writing appears on the show that we're on right now. Tell me, we're the first ones to see.
And we're going to be talking about the hot shush that has been happening.
The world that we see may seem that will never change. They say, but if you tear down the wall that's blinding us all, you'll see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can grow.
Muy buenos dias, Sunup on 7 family. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to your Monday episode. Because we were just dancing earlier, I think it's my knees that's giving me some problems. But definitely we're very excited about today's episode. We have a great serving of beef and great conversations waiting for you today. Before we get into all of that, we're going to bring you the weather. And that's courtesy of the Belize Met Service.
Good morning. Mainly fair and dry weather prevailed last night, but an approaching cold front will bring some changes this evening and tonight. The forecast for today is for sunny skies with a few cloudy spells. Showers will be isolated at first, then a few showers and possible isolated thunderstorms will develop over inland and northern areas late this afternoon and evening. Tonight, skies will be cloudy with a few showers and some light rain over the coast and over central and southern portions of the mainland. Winds over the open sea will be from the east to northeast at 5 to 15 knots, and seas will be light chop. Tonight, however, winds will become strong and gusty from the north, and a small craft caution will likely go into effect tonight. High temperatures today will be around 84 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 87 inland, but only 74 degrees up in the mountains. The outlook for Tuesday and Tuesday night is for cloudy, cool, and windy conditions with some light rain offshore and over southern coastal areas. There is a low tide at 9:02 this morning. A high follows at 3:12 this afternoon. Another low is at 11 minutes after 11 tonight, and another high at 5:40 tomorrow morning. Sunrise this morning is at 6:25. Sunset this evening is at 5:44. The moon comes up at 11:41 this morning and goes down at 8 minutes after 1 tonight. With that, we end this report from the Belize Weather Bureau.
My beautiful people, welcome back to Sunup on 7. Just before that, we had a weather update, and we also had a great view of the traffic cam. See how is Belize City traffic doing today? And now Jules is ready on our couch for the Monday morning beef serving. Jules, good morning. How is this beef looking today? Stressed.
Stress, but you're wearing white. You're wearing that symbol of like
Stress.
purity, calmness.
This is all
peace.
just an accident.
This was the owner's shirt.
I'm feeling black inside. Darling, it's all dark inside. There's no light.
Damn.
Stressed,
Stressed.
distressed,
Distressed.
depressed. But still standing.
Tough beef. Well, technically you're sitting, but you know what I mean.
Yes,
I know what
yes,
you mean.
yes,
So
yes.
technically, it's gonna be a tough beef.
It's gonna be tough. It's not tenderized.
Not tenderized. And then people are
Yeah.
asking also, of course, about the blood pressure. How we're not getting.
You know, I can't find that thing.
All of a sudden he
I
does
don't
it
know.
now. Ever since
I can't find it.
He
I
get
don't know
anything
where it
wrong,
is.
not wrong, but they check
I
out.
don't
and
know
then
where
after
put it. I don't know. It's all disappeared.
It's a one
There was a
one
big
now?
clean out. There was a big clean out and it's all gone.
130 over 90 already. Somebody don't knock it out for
Yeah,
you.
we'll see.
So let's dive right into it. We understand that the saga of the BTL current state of play continues. Talk to us a little bit about it, Jules. What's going on?
Yeah, you know, I was just reviewing stuff. The executive management of BTL continues to move inexorably towards taking a vote on this deal to acquire SpeedNet Smart. They are going to a full board meeting tomorrow, and at that board meeting, my information is that they want to get provisional approval. You know, there is an impatience and an unseemly haste to get something done. It makes me wonder what is driving it. Has a commitment been made to the parties involved that it has to be fulfilled? And let us be clear that the parties involved are the Ashcroft Alliance and the Britannia family. But they continue to move with such unseemly haste towards some resolution or something that can say we're halfway there or we're past the halfway point. Even as the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry is saying that, you know, that we want constructive engagement, we want rigorous analysis, a process characterized by openness, in one ear, out the other, because this has to happen. And it has to happen because of the involvement of the Prime Minister's family. It pains me to go into these things. But the Prime Minister or his functionaries in his office, I'm talking about the CAPSEC or even perhaps the CEO, continue to be actively involved in applying pressure and seeing this through. No, this has put the Social Security Board directors under extraordinary pressure. It has put them under extraordinary pressure to vote in favor of this. So they're going to the meeting tomorrow, to the full board meeting. And I understand there was some non-disclosure agreement that the BTL executive management wanted Social Security directors to sign. Because anytime you review SpeedNet figures, you need to sign a non-disclosure agreement. It was everything is the NDA. Remember, we, the media, supposed to sign an NDA too. Remember that BTL, under the current leadership, is not in favor of the free flow of information. I read you all the clause in the proposed agreement. So don't tell me, sir, don't insult me by saying that, oh, we're making a part of emergency services. You all don't believe in what we do. You would rather I not be here. You'd rather Channel 7 be off there. You'd rather Sunup be off there. Then you could do what you need to do. In the dark, that is what you believe. You are a vampire. You thrive in darkness. You cultivate darkness so that you can do what you need to do. Anyway, so they're moving towards this. It's putting a lot of pressure, or a lot of pressure is being put on the Social Security Board of Directors because the Social Security Board has not come out in favor of this agreement. They have not come out in favor of it. They are extremely concerned and not yet convinced. And even the government-appointed members, their first responsibility, praise them, is for the workers. And is this in the workers' best interest? Why should that even be questioned? Because if we're talking about Starlink, which is a 21st century technology, satellite technology, and we know that Amazon is now talking about launching Blue Origin. Jeff Bezos is launching Blue Origin. All these are going to be, available satellite services. Why are we then investing in 20th century technology? Why are they, if they want to use the 80 million, should they not use it in sort of future-proofing BTL?
Absolutely, yes.
Why are they then trying to use it for the purpose of buying old technology, since they say Starlink is a threat?
Remember, it's not the technology, it's the consumers.
It's all happening, forgive me, because the seller is the buyer. The Prime Minister has passed all bounds of decency when he comes out espousing a position for BTL. He's not, in 2021 and 2022, when the government said SpeedNet is giving us a better price, Smart is giving us a better price, to give taxpayers the best value. We are switching to smart services. A lot of ministries said that. The Prime Minister supported them. He said BTL has to learn to adapt. They're acting like a monopoly. They have to learn to adapt. He praised SpeedNet. All right, great. All that is gone now. Now he's advising why BTL, now he's on the other side of the equation when his family stands to benefit, when his family stands to benefit $18 million. Sir, I try with this gentleman, but his audacity, it's ridiculous. Not playing our face, Breads. You're playing our face. So now, the Prime Minister, whose family is the seller, is now publicly endorsing a position for the buyer. $80 million. No, I think the president, the business BCCI, Chamber of Commerce representative in the Senate spoke so well, so lucidly on Friday. That's Senator Kevin Herrera, expressing the position of the business sector. He said the BTL board argues that this merger is a survival tactic against the inevitable entry of Starlink. This is not just flawed logic, it is dangerous delusion. Buying competition, removing a rival does not make BTL agile against a global satellite giant. It simply makes BTL a larger, slower, and more bureaucratic target. How does saddling BTL with another $18 million of debt improve its ability to compete? This is a cash out. This is a cash out. Allow me to, please forgive me, I'll do it as quickly as possible. Let me tell you the history of competition. And by doing so, show you how pernicious and spurious this entire transaction is. In 2001, BTL's monopoly was set to expire in 2002, 15 years, 1987 to 2002. So in 2001, the government granted a license to Intelco or some affiliated company, LGS. And, it became a whole thing, and then we saw the birth of Intelco. In 2003, they started offering services. The Ashcroft owned BTL at the time, and understand that BTL was never designed with the intention of a sole monopolist owner, a private owner. Anyway, a private owner. So now, this Intelco deal stank. It stank up the joint. It stank to high heaven. And BTL, Lord Ashcroft at the time called it a pension plan for the boys. And he refused to give them interconnection. So Intelco folded within a year of it opening.
I remember.
Right? Intelco folded. But he did, his management, Dean Boyce, the Ashcroft Alliance management, did sign an agreement, an interconnection agreement with SpeedNet. They secretly did that. Okay, good. And so SpeedNet came up slowly against a dominant provider. In 2009, we learned in the House of Representatives that, in fact, the Ashcroft Alliance was the 77% owner of SpeedNet. So now, Ashcroft believes in managed competition, right? That in a market like this, he has told me that. In a small market like this, you can only have managed competition. And that's what he was doing. At the time, the Ashcroft Alliance owned BTL, and they owned the majority of SpeedNet. Okay, good. Nobody knew, of course, right? The Britannians kept it secret, because everybody thought SpeedNet was a Britannia company. I may get a SpeedNet phone to support them against Ashcroft, because I prefer that over Ashcroft, right? But it wasn't the case. Two sides of the coin were Ashcroft, fine. Now, the government of Belize, they then changed everything in 2009 when they nationalized BTL. So Ashcroft lost BTL. They then went on a scorched earth campaign against SpeedNet and took them off all the towers. They had a lease agreement because it was a managed competition. The Ashcroft Alliance owned the majority of both companies. So it was a managed competition. But when they nationalized it, BTL said, we are not going to support Ashcroft's phone company, his other phone company. We just took over the main phone company. And so they forced SpeedNet to build their own towers, to build their own infrastructure, that they can't use BTL's infrastructure anymore. Okay. Probably regulatory-wise, not the best idea, but it was a war against Ashcroft. Good. So now, SpeedNet, this wasn't their business plan. The business plan was to piggyback on the existing BTL infrastructure, make your cost of operation lower. So they had to adapt, and they did. They did an amazing job. They continued to grow the company. I don't know that they made it hugely profitable, but they managed to grow the company substantially against a vicious opponent or a competitor. My point is, so now we come right back. And in a sense, the Ashcroft Alliance wants us to pay a second time for the acquisition, for the nationalization. Why is that? What do I mean by that? Onumeka had to buy all the towers. Onumeka had to buy all the infrastructure that I never want to buy. But now, I have a business partner who can get my money back. Allow me to cash out. Give me 40 years of profit in one sale. I don't know how much SpeedNet makes every year. No one has discussed any profitability. Let's say they make $2 million a year. Let's say they make $2 million a year. 80 million is 40 years of profits. So I'm saying that it is I consider it the most perverse calculation you can make. That we must pay the nationalization for which we have already paid $500+ million. We must pay another 80 now to reimburse the man for the money that was spent, to reimburse the alliance for the money that was spent. That is my interpretation of the situation. I'm not saying that is the overt explanation, but that, based on history, is my interpretation. But anyway, the point is the government continues, I shouldn't say the government, John Briceño and his functionaries, his office of the Prime Minister, continues to push, the BTL executive management continues to push towards this merger and acquisition. The NTUCB voted this weekend against it. The Chamber of Commerce had said, slow your roll. No, the BTL executive management is very happy because they took a poll and 79% of responding employees, 79% voted in support. Victor, I believe we might have a picture of the poll of the
result?
DJ results. 79% voted in favor. Okay, awesome. Of course, 79% of responding. When you add up those who voted against, which is 20%, and those of the 540 employees who didn't vote, you are down to only 48% of the actual employees voting in favor.
Okay.
257, I believe, of the 540 actually voted in favor. So 52% either didn't vote or voted against. But leave that be. They are celebrating their victory. That for them is all they need. They needed just one yes.
Just one
so
yes.
Social Security continues to be reluctant. Chamber continues to be reluctant. NTUCB is saying no. The opposition is saying no.
The independent senators also.
The independent senators continue to say no.
They say
But
no.
they don't care. They're moving ahead.
They're moving ahead.
So that's where we are today. Good. We'll continue to monitor it very closely, but full board meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, Jules, now let's turn the heat up as we talk
There's
about.
the employee bulletin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So total number of employees, 544.
Yeah, but the ones who voted in favor were 257, which is about less than 50%.
Okay.
I think 31 were on leave. Okay, but that for them is heaven. That's like, oh my God.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. They'll take any win they can. Good, moving on.
So
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about the vehicle that abducted Bunna. It's been revealed.
Yes, so Joseph Budna in his archives, Victor, we have footage of this vehicle. This is reportedly the vehicle and the license plate that abducted Joseph Budna. He captured this when they were trailing him as early as July, right? That license plate links to somewhere in Spanish Lookout area, I'm told. I know the name as well. We have to look more into it, but I have done the work to find the name. And it's linked to, I believe it's a rental vehicle. I believe it's a rental vehicle and somebody rented it. So it's as we've been reporting, and as police have not reported, this is footage that Budna captured back in July when they were first trailing him. And it's a 2013 Chevrolet, or a GMC, I'm sorry. But my point is that the police have never put out any information about this. So I'm hoping that the good commissioner of police, if he's serious about crime fighting, he has not shown to me. They compile a file at less than nothing. But I would hope they take this evidence and look at it. Mr. Budna is a man who always was capturing everything, and he said, this is the vehicle that abducted him. He knows that with certainty. Based on what I have seen, it does match the vehicle that was there on that night of his abduction.
Okay.
It does match that same vehicle, right? It does match that vehicle that abducted him. Who was driving the vehicle? Who was trailing him? Who was paying to trail him? I can tell you, I know factually that on August 19th, the week of August 19th, a very senior police officer was heard, amongst other senior officers, complaining that Joseph Budna is a plague and we have to get rid of him. Right? I heard that from a first-hand account. He was publicly complaining amongst police officers. They were on a tour, and he was publicly complaining that what a menace was the word that was used. He's a menace. This was the week of the abduction. So I'm just saying, police need to find out. They have the license plate now. They can trace that vehicle. And they need to, but so far they have proven that they are not interested in doing a thorough investigation. And the only reason for that can be to protect an actor in the political directorate of the Briceño administration who was involved in this, who was the moving hand behind the curtain. That is what I believe based on information I have received. First-hand information. That is what I believe. So let's see what Mr. Rosado done. He said he cannot comment on an ongoing investigation. I would hope that he can act on this now, and I have the footage available. If anybody wants it, we'll be having it on Channel 7 again tonight, but they have shown no interest in anything having to do with surveillance video, so
Wow.
we shall see.
Just now, let's talk about the customs at the northern border versus car dealers.
You know, it's a very, forgive me, a very contentious situation up north. There are stationed at the border right now. At the northern border, there are BDF soldiers. There are mobile interdiction team officers stationed there, preparing for some type of protest action
Oh.
by the car dealers.
Okay.
Some type of spontaneous protest action. It is on the edge right there. Why is this? Because this year, in January, the Customs Department moved to, allow me to refer to my notes, moved to a transaction value for assessing duty, right? Not the residual value. So it's what's on the paper, what you paid for it. So they were resisting this from 2025, and that was a year of election, so they didn't implement it, they delayed it for a year.
Okay.
So it just makes the discretion of the officers, of the customs officers, much less valuable, because they have to go on what's the value of the transaction, and they assess duty based on that. So it's driving up the cost of vehicles that's coming in because the duty is a lot higher. But there is uneven application. For example, a 2011 Ford Escape salvage title, which is a vehicle with what you would call a nugatory value. That almost that not have a value, but it has, you know, it's a few $100s. It's salvage title.
Yeah.
You buy it a few $100s. A gentleman was recently made, a young dealer was recently made to pay $4,183, primarily in duty plus a brokerage fee, Baja, BMA, whatever. $4,183. But a politically connected person was able to bring in a high value 2024 vehicle.
2024.
Yes, with only a few thousand miles, less than 5,000, for $2,900 in duty payments. A vehicle like that should attract $13,000 in duty.
Wow.
But so the dealers are upset
Thousand.
because the official line from customs is that there's no residual value. It has to be the transaction value. We can't do nothing. We can't help you. No. We want to help you. We can't help you. But then how can it be that a preferred person politically is able to pay only $2,900 on a 2024 high value vehicle, yet the other dealers then you get the full bukut? They are very upset. These gentlemen are saying we are not being allowed to make a living. They're very upset, and that's why the security forces are on standby. They're also upset because this long-standing practice of helping, right? Helping. What does helping mean? Helping mean that, help me out now? You're charging me duty, but help me out. All right, so you help me out, and then I help you out. Hand wash hand.
Yeah.
That's the rule. Hand wash hand. But it is becoming too much, too uneven.
Yeah.
I have gotten multiple reports since December of the bite being taken. For example, a gentleman says, and you will hear a recording on the news tonight, he paid $7,065, but he only gets a receipt, a revenue collector's receipt, for $3,000.
What?
Wow.
So that means the bite is $4,000. I received another one. He paid $6,000, but his revenue collector's receipt is only for $1,800. So the bite is getting so big. The bite is getting so big. And then at the same time, they have to pay more duty. That the frustration is welling up.
Yeah.
And it is reaching my ears. What is the bite? What is the bite? The bite is what is shared up between the fraternity. I don't make these allegations lightly. I don't say it. I understand the system that has been in place since King Hatchet was a hammer. I understand that for decades it has been a practice for importers to say, help me out. All right, how we could work this? And you pay and leave money to the Customs Brotherhood or fraternity, and you get an ease. Fine, that's a standing system, but the size of the bite is larger than the government stake.
Yes.
Right? And I've heard this firsthand, right? I've heard this firsthand. So how can you say you're paying $7,065 to a broker? That's what you pay to a broker, because you're directed to a broker.
Yeah.
If you want help, you go and see so-and-so broker, right? You go and see so-and-so broker. When you go to so-and-so broker, I say, boy, I could get this help for you. It's going to cost you $7,065, fine. When you get your receipt from the government duty, it only says $3,000. That means $4,000 is shared up amongst the parties. That's, so the bite is too big. The duty is too high now because of the transaction value. And we know you're the east politically preferred persons. So that's why the frustration is high. And that's why security forces are on standby right now.
But do you think the protest will go anywhere? Because it's like you're fighting the system,
I've
right?
been hearing that there are a lot of
Things have been
protests
designed and
for 3 weeks and they can't happen yet. I don't think it will go anywhere, but I think that if I expose these things that I will expose, I think it will put the government under pressure.
Bring up the heat.
Yeah, I think it will. I don't think they're going to change from the transaction value, but there's a lot to be desired. We'll see where it goes. We see where it
Stay tuned
goes.
to the news, Jules, for sure.
Yep.
So let's move right along
Moving on quickly.
with the government's contempt for the FOI request. FOIA request.
Freedom of information request made by Jerry Enriquez to the cabinet secretary. Certain commitments were made verbally. He asked for an extension to January 15th. What Jerry Enriquez asked for, and Victor, we have this from the news on Friday. We have the graphics, and it's on the server as well. But I'm saying that what he asked for was, he asked for how much is the constituency fund? How much is given to each constituency every month?
Okay.
How much is given to each constituency every month so that we can figure out how this disproportionality works. Of course, Orange Walk Central gets the most, 25,000. Most of the UDP constituencies get 10 or 15,000. Fort George, Anna Henry Charles Usher gets only 10,000, but it's a small constituency. Stan Creek West, I think they only get 20,000. But when you break it down per voter, the lowest per voter is Toledo, Stan Creek West. That is $1.83 per voter. Right? $1.83 compared to Queen Square, a UDP constituency. They only get 10,000, but that's $3.60 per voter. Because that's why I'm saying this disproportionate system is unfair to voters.
Yeah.
So that's a wider conversation. But what I want to address is the government's contempt. All they gave this man after months is a single sheet that an amateur clerk could have compiled in 15 minutes after months of delay. They have contempt for those requesting freedom of information. And when you have contempt for persons requesting public information, you have contempt for the public. You are again saying, as you have repeatedly said, this stuff for we business. Do not stick your nose. Do not meddle in the government's business because that's Mr. Briceño business. They are taking it as if the public affairs of the government are their private fiefdoms. And they treat it as such. They treat it as such. You know, I complain about a kleptocracy And I don't use these words lightly. People think I throw words around. But I am saying that the number of reports I receive every day of outlandish government transactions, you know, contracts awarded willy-nilly here and there to friends and family, it's really, and it's across the board, right? Because it is the time of fleecing, right? That's what it's about. That's the history of second terms. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I have to condemn the government for the lack of respect they're showing to the FOIA requests and the actual contempt they show for those bringing it. And we can only hope to shame them. All right, moving on.
You only get two pictures, Jules. Last week we made a talk about the police stats and what happened with things.
You know, I have to blast the commissioner of police. I really, it's unacceptable, man. Typically, we're invited to the comparative statistics review, CompStat, especially the one at the start of the year, because that's when they finalize the figure for the final year. And we challenge those because every year I don't agree with the murder count because they're always falsely deflating it. And by doing so, they're not honoring the families, the victims' call for justice.
Yeah.
They're minimizing people's pain, people's grief.
For numbers.
For numbers. Yeah. For numbers. So for we number look good, so my number look better than your number, your. And the commissioner is a coward. To not invite the press and to invite the press office. Okay, we just handle this. See, just sanitize. Sir, that is not acceptable. Put your numbers up for comparative analysis and review and face the music. Do not hide. Do not cower behind the government press office. That is pathetic and unacceptable. You are accountable. Bring your numbers to the press. Let us ask the question on behalf of the public, on behalf so that the deaths of people are not minimized in service of your history chasing. I will be the best commissioner ever because only 91 people get murdered. Sir, our country is not safe. Citizen security is as bad as it ever was. Ladyville had its 5th and 6th murder in 5 or 6 weeks last night. 5th and 6th, a village. People do not try to fool us by saying, oh, well, my murder count one lower than last year. That's after they increased the one for last year too, you know. Because the one for last year started at 89, for 2024, I should say, started at 89, and then they acknowledged that it would increase to 91, under pressure from us, under pressure from Channel 7. No, Rosado has increased it to 92. Rosado increased it to 92 after he wanted at 91, so he win. Man, never get high on your own supply, brother. Never get high on your own supply and then they're going to send me this picture. It's not acceptable, sir. Face the music. That's your job. That's your job. Face the music. So, yeah. Make a move on from that. Last one. Good. We are finishing up. I just want to.
Yeah. So let's talk about George Fraser. Always fought the power.
George Fraser. Fearless fighter. Let me tell you a little bit about George Fraser. This is 2005. We have so much of him in our archives. You know why we have so much of George Fraser in our archives? Because George Fraser never bowed to the man, whether he's PUP or UDP. He gave Esquivel stress 93 to 98. He gave Said Musa stress 98 to 2008. He gave the early Barrow administration stress. I think he retired after that. George Fraser comes from a very strong NIP UDP family, right? He's not from Prince Street, so I know them well, or his family. He's from Cairo, I should say. But his family, the Frasers, then a cornerstone NIP UDP family. And he never put party first. I remember 93 to 98 when he was fighting against the Esquivel administration, people kept hearing at the time, he's a UDP. How he did do this to the Barrow administration, to the Esquivel administration? And that's because George Fraser always put the union first. And right now, I tell you, with the way NTUCB is acting, They had a very flaky vote on Saturday, right? Because, you know, they didn't even want to take the vote. And when they take the vote, they don't have no action intended. They just want no vote sent out and press release. Wow. George Fraser, rest his soul, is rolling. When he gets there, it's going to roll in his grave. Because many of today's union leaders, not all, but many of them weak up. And George Fraser was never weak. He never once capitulated to the power of the government. He never once bowed his head. In this one, I think, yeah, here he is in 2005 when the police were pushing them out. Always a fighter, always prepared, always relentless. Respect to the memory of George Fraser. When comes another, I do not see. George Fraser was a fearless, relentless fighter. Respect to him. Respect to him. He gave no, man, I can't tell you how much respect I have for that guy. It tired you out because nobody ever fought, he was always ready to strike it up. But I remember him fondly, and I remember him as a relentless fighter, and we sure could use more like that right now.
On fire for sure.
Yeah, respect to Mr. George. Wow. All right, good. We're done at a decent hour.
Yeah, we did a good time, man. They had a good time. People may say so when we check your pressure at a certain point, but you're good?
Yeah. Good. I'll bring the thing next week. I'll find it. I'll buy the next one. Because it disappeared.
I'll also disappear. After you get one leaf flaky, you get just like...
I get just like them politicians, right?
Yeah.
I just got to get... I promise I will do it next time I'm here, which is hopefully not till a month.
So
I'll do it again.
Okay, I hope so. You're here, right? National TV.
Angie, bring the thing, man.
You feel
but because I know I'm be like them liar politicians.
Exactly.
I'm being like them. Angie, if you can.
Hypocrite.
I'm being a hypocrite. I am a damn hypocrite.
Can't. You see, Angela, you have to go rush to go get it.
That's true.
Don't say, you never say posted at this pressure, you get this thing.
Yes. But
so
then we have to do... The thing is, anyway, you have poisoned me before with this black tea.
Nobody tell me.
And then you... Let's go, Angie. Just bring it. No shame. All right, good. Let's go. I'm not supposed to talk, and you're not supposed to talk to me.
You need to sit down properly, though. That's your problem, too. You have to put your foot there.
How you put your foot? Let's go, quick.
Flat.
All right, we have to turn on. Oh, I don't got the small camera to turn on, so Glenn, you have to get yourself into position because I don't have my
the man hand
cell
shake
phone.
and
Yes, no, this is the moment of truth. This is it.
I got it?
All right,
okay.
So at the level of your heart.
Flat foot.
Flat, no,
Yeah.
This feel better. Good.
Okay. That'll work.
No, actually, a doctor sent me a whole way on how to do it, and we're violating it in 100 ways. But let's go ahead. We don't have time.
Okay.
Let's go. Good.
You see?
Keep silent and relax.
Yes.
Relax. Think about calm things. Like the police not sending you any invite. The police not sending you any invite.
Oh, my.
Renata is not helping.
Don't try to help sometimes.
Maybe you can give the bird a shout out, with all that good energy that comes from it while the blood pressure goes on.
Okay, in the meantime, we're gonna do the birthday shout out. This is for Mr. Roy Clark, who turned 75 years today. This is Brian's uncle, and we're giving you a big, happy, blessed birthday, Mr. Roy. May be filled with all the joys and happiness of this new age. May you enjoy every single moment with your family, your friends, and may you remember how much of a legacy and all the great things that you've put into this world. May your light continue to shine. Happy, blessed birthday. You good?
124.88.
Okay.
124.88. Hold on, make I take it off so I could see it. 124.88.
Can you see it, Glenn? There we go.
There we go. But
I am not in the hypertensive range. My heart rate is high, but that's only because I was in an animated state. It's normally
I just want you to know,
68.
we gave you minutes to calm down.
No. You rushed me into it against my will. Anyway, I'm not hypertensive. I'm 124/88, not within the hypertensive range. And I've never been hypertensive, and I don't use medication. I am 110/60. See me out the road, what will I say? 110.60.
110.60.
Nobody said that. Everybody I said 124.88. No,
Well, 124.88, not so bad.
it's better than last week.
Yeah, exactly. It's because of my rigorous fitness regime.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, we've taken up too much time. Thank you very much.
Thank you to
Jason.
Jules for the
We do
Monday
also
morning
have a
beef.
sunrise to share. Let's see if you know where this is from. Where is it from, Jules?
Look like PG.
Corozal.
Corozal.
Oh my, so beautiful. Wow.
Definitely a
Awesome.
gorgeous sunrise. Thank you so much for the submission. I'm hoping the rays and the sunlight and everything just shine into your rooms, wherever you are on your devices. May you feel light up for the last Monday in January.
Definitely.
So with that, we're going to go to our first commercial break. We're going to be paying them bills, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, ensuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, ensuring you from life's unexpected.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
These charter mints aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening, I'm Cherie Tulsel,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7. Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to your Monday episode of Sunup on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space. If you watch via Facebook, YouTube, or cable TV, it's a pleasure interacting with you. If you missed any of our conversations, you could always go back and watch our Facebook recorded live. But also stay tuned to our Instagram and Facebook pages to know who our guests and what conversations they bring forward to the show. We want to an exciting conversation. What a great way to start our Monday episode, because we're talking about Miss Black International Ambassador. A great opportunity for Belizeans to enroll and participate in this amazing, amazing pageant, which we're going to give us all those details. And joining us on our couch, we have Executive Director of Miss Black International Ambassador, Miss Antina Campbell. Miss Antina, good morning.
Good morning. Good
How was your
morning.
energy today?
Well, thank you for having us first and foremost. I love Belize. Let's just get that out the way.
I love it. I love it.
Let's just get out. I think this is my third time in 6 months.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
That's some serious love there.
Oh yeah, we were here for Carnival and Independence. So yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I can see how that can get you hooked up to come back again.
But well, true. But I came way before that. So in
All right.
2023, we came and brought like 2,000 pairs of shoes and distributed to certain parts of Belize and Belmopan and other parts of the cities. Yeah.
And you're here on a new mission today,
Yes,
right? To
we are.
recruit Belizean delegates to participate in Miss Black International Ambassador.
Yes, we are
I love it.
excited about
We're going to
that.
talk about that in a bit. Let me just introduce Queen Siobhan Steuben, and she's Miss Black International Ambassador.
Yes, good morning.
Queen Siobhan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
Good.
Great.
Welcome
We
to
love
our
the
couch.
fit.
Yes.
Thank you.
yes.
The shoes, the everything, guys. The
Right?
jacket, everything. The ensemble is giving what it needs to get.
That is true.
Was conquered today. Okay.
Definitely.
And I'm really excited to talk to you, also to find out more about this project, but also to get for persons first-hand understanding of what that reign would look like if they were able to get the beautiful crown. So definitely it's great for that. But before we even get into all the details, I think the context is always important for our viewers to understand, what this organization, International Pageant, is really about.
Yes.
So maybe I'm going to ask you to support us with that.
Okay. Well, first of all, I am excited because I am the new appointed executive director.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes. I think when I was here last time on your show, I had a little secret, and the secret's out now.
Out of the bag. The cat's
It's out of the bag. And the Miss Black International Ambassador, which we abbreviate and say MBIA pageant, has been around for 10 plus years in the United States. And we are exactly that, an ambassador system, pageant system that covers not just the United States, but other countries, South Africa, Ghana, Jamaica, hopefully Belize, Nigeria, Kenya, and these are women from ages 14 through 45, and they are ambassadors for that country. And ambassador means they're serving not just in their own community, but in other countries as well. And we focus, and I'm very, very adamant, we are not just a beauty pageant. We are beauty within, women of color, but they do service. They are mental health advocates. They are voter rights advocacy, you name it, whatever, just fighting for and believing in what's important in our community, right? Sex trafficking, healthy eating habits, things of that. So we are an advocate pageant, if I can say, the financing, helping women to understand and have better finances, things like that, public policies. So I'll let Siobhan, when she gets to that, talk about a little bit more of that, but we are, again, not just a beauty pageant. We are a pageant about advocating and making change in our community and abroad in other countries and serving. I am huge. To be a strong leader, you have to be a strong servant first. And so that's what we at MBIA stress very much to the young ladies that are reigning for a year, that you're a servant and we're going to serve the community. If you're representing Ghana, if you're representing the United States, if you're representing Belize, whatever that is, we are serving in that community and giving back first, and that's who we stand for. And that's the beauty of our pageant system. So.
I love that.
All right.
So we're going to bring Queen Siobhan
Yeah,
in this
let's bring Queen Siobhan into the
conversation.
conversation.
Let's talk a little bit before we even get into details. For you, why do you see the importance of this pageant? So I want to help for women, Belizean women that are listening right now to understand okay, what should I really think and get when I hear about this pageant that's coming up in August, by the way?
Yes.
But what drives you or pushed you to be in this pageant?
That's a great question.
Absolutely. So I've been a part of MBIA for about 3 years, or about 3.5, I would say. So in 2022 was actually the first time that I competed with MBIA. And it was one of my first pageant experiences. I actually was first runner-up.
Nice.
But what I love about MBIA, aside from what Antina shared around what our programming is how much our staff cares about us. So I've been with Antina for a couple of days in Belize, and we not only are just caring about what we do as a community-oriented person, but just as a person as a whole. So to me, that's really, really important. You can't just, go with essentially a stranger, right? Once you're crowned, you're meeting folks, but essentially you're working with someone new. And I think that part is really important. But I think beyond that, the actual pageant system is about being a change agent. And that was really important to me. I do a lot of social advocacy within the United States, all throughout the country, predominantly Texas. However, it was really important to have a pageant system that really cared about other issues. It wasn't just about getting on a stage and being pretty, right? Being pretty is nice. But it is about what you actually do for the community and what you're doing every day. And that's something that we want to promote and elevate and continue to almost recruit folks to make sure that they're caring not just for themselves, but for others, right? You want to take care of yourself, but you also want to be the change that you want to see. And so that's a big piece of it. There also, of course, is the promotion of health and well-being. And so making sure that we are healthy as individuals. But then also, one of my favorite things is our pitch competition, because you're allowed the time and space to develop a platform or an initiative or a nonprofit, or actually deciding what we're going to do post the pageant, or even something that we're already doing and how to propel that. And so we're given a coach, and we go through a couple of classes. We hear from amazing entrepreneurs as well, and they help us to create our own mission and create our own programming along those lines. So everything is all about self-development, but also not self-development just for self, but self-development to also help continue to further the community.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, and congratulations for all the amazing work
And
that
if I
you've
may
been
share,
doing.
she didn't go
Please
into
ahead.
and talk about advocacy. She's the second VP for the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, the NAACP, in Texas, and statewide and nationwide. So she's,
So I serve
very
on a
strong.
few national boards.
Yeah.
So National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, which is the oldest civil rights organization in America.
Wow.
So I serve on the National Board of Directors and then second vice president of our state of Texas and first vice president of Houston. And then a few other organizations as well. And so I'm actually being inducted into a education board in a couple of weeks that gives out scholarships to low-income students across the country to make sure that they can afford college. I actually was a recipient of that exact scholarship about,
That's nice.
we're going to talk about how many years ago.
I love it.
And then I serve lastly on a national voting rights organization as well that is a youth voting rights initiative movement to make sure that voting rights in America is where it should be. So their tagline is fighting for a just democracy for all.
I love it.
Yeah. You know, like, I was about to, like, I'm thinking, those are really big shoes to fill. You know, thinking like, who's gonna come after you? Nevertheless, I do believe that we have Belizean women that are able to like step up and contribute greatly to the advocacy and the platform that Miss Black International is able to provide. So in that regard, what is the eligibility like for somebody to participate in this pageant?
So we do have 4 divisions. We have teen, so you need to be a teen.
I think that's
Yeah.
the biggest criteria.
For a miss, I believe under 30, correct?
Yes.
Under 30, without children, not married, not previously married either. A Ms. can be someone with up to 45. Anyone who, 45, you could have children, you could have previously been married, and then our Mrs., you need to be a Mrs. And so, again, we want to have community-oriented women. You do, of course, participate in the entire pageant, so we'll be here for a week. So we have August 8th through the 15th, and then competition being on the 15th. There is an entry fee, and then you do have an interview and application process.
Okay.
And then, of course, we do a background check. We want to make sure everyone is safe. And so we first do your background check, or apply, do your background check. You have an interview, and then you are, if you are named a delegate, you will then be a delegate of that state or country, and then you will have a state or country reign until you get into the international pageant where you will then compete.
Oh, it's going to be a local pageant first and then it moves on to the international platform? Is that how it works?
No.
Like a local appointment.
Okay, got it.
So some states or countries, they may not have a pageant. They may have a casting or whatever, or at large. But the pageant that's here, that's our international pageant.
That's the big pageant.
So that's the big pageant, yeah. And so some have smaller. If we have a director in that state or country, they'll have their own little local pageant to select, or depending on the relationship that we have, like we're talking in talks with Ghana, right? And so they have a team, and right now they want Ghana in Belize in August represent. So they're going to hold some casting, and not necessarily a big pageant, but just casting to select girls that they think would.
So if I'm getting it right, the pageant will be here in Belize.
It's in Belize.
Oh.
First time
Yes.
ever.
What?
First time ever Belizean will be in this
at the
pageant.
at the Biltmore, Best Western Biltmore.
Okay, so we hope that when the time gets closer that we can meet some of your delegates here on the
yes,
show. That would be
yes,
like
yes,
super
yes.
fabulous to know who all are going to be participating in that space. I think that would be a great
And
exposure.
because it's an international pageant, which is the cool part, that we're going to have people from
Exactly,
other countries
yes,
coming in to
exactly,
be able
yes.
to have that
Definitely
here.
Cameroon, South Africa, Ghana. Well, yes. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. And so we're looking for, this is the point
We
where
need
we're like,
Belizean representation.
So we need,
Belize
We need a
representative.
teen, a miss, a Ms, and a
Yes.
Mrs. We need all 4.
All 4. Okay.
Yes.
I love this. And so this is the point where, people that are hearing this conversation can get in touch with you. Or how does it work? Does Belize offer up someone for you guys, or do they contact you? How does it directly work too? Because we have some pageant associations here too. So would it just be where they directly contact you, and it could go individual that way?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
And they can find us at thembiapageant.com. So THEMBIAPAGEANT.com.
That's a whole.
And if there is an individual that wants to be a director in Belize that wants to, work with us, they can contact us that way as well.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So what would be your good advice, or your pro tip, or something to help somebody, some woman out there that's listening from Belize, and they're like, okay, I love what you're selling. I want to buy this. But I just also want to know what what would be some advice you'd give to me? Maybe you're new to pageantry or you've been in pageantry.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to them?
I think it's the simplest advice, which is be yourself. I think people often think pageantry is not for them. That's part of my story, where I didn't think, based on what I was seeing, pageantry was something that I could be a part of, whether it was skin color or size or a walk or an initiative, a platform, and I didn't realize that there was a space for me. And so no matter what you want to advocate for, no matter what you look like, as long as you're being yourself, people know when you're being genuine. That's what judges see. That's what our director sees. That's what other girls see, right? And so you want to make sure that you're always being who you are. And if not, then you're just selling something that's not actually true. So you want to get up there and tell people who you are and know that who you are is enough. And who you are is enough to have a crown on your head, and whether it's a physical one or one that you walk with your head held high just every day. So.
Yeah.
What
And
a
if
great
I can
advice,
just
yeah.
chime in on that, you know, pageantry has been around for 50 plus years, maybe more. See, I'm not telling my age. But yeah, it's been around for a long time, and it has a stigma to it, right? It's a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
And it's all about the, you know, back then it used to be the blonde hair, blue-eyed girls, but we are a pageant of color, right?
Yeah.
Diversity. And it's changing. It's slowly changing, but MBIA, and Savannah knows I'm very adamant, we're going to be the change that we want to see.
Definitely, yeah.
Right? That it's not just that, and that these girls are giving a lot. It's a sport like anything else. Basketball, football, baseball. It is a sport, but it's a sport that's not recognized and embraced like all other sports, because I don't know if it's about the women or the beauty part of it, but it is seriously a sport. They train, they prepare.
Yeah.
It's a financial investment.
Definitely.
And, you know, the return on that investment now that we're seeing is, you know, they're traveling the world. They're changing the community, you know. So we're working on a project now that we're very excited about. That'll be coming out in a couple of months. I don't know if you want to give a little bit of taste of that.
So we're essentially having a series of conversations with powerful Black women around the issues that matter to us most. So whether that's voting rights, whether that's health, but we want to put Black women in the forefront of the conversation. Oftentimes, especially when we're talking about advocacy, Black women are doing the work but may not be recognized for doing the work. And so what does it look like to have those conversations, to talk about our ideas, to put actions to those ideas, and then also build community along the way so that we can actually accomplish those goals. And so we're in conversation with a partner to make this as big of a conversation as possible. And it's not just centered around the United States, but how do we truly make this a global conversation and bring all the issues that Black women are experiencing across the country. I think one of my favorite things about traveling is getting to meet other folks and talking about what those issues are. So even as we've been here, we've talked to many of the folks that we've had throughout the day when we're going on excursions and learning about what the issues are in Belize and what are the community needs. And so that we can continue to elevate those conversations and say, oh, that's not much different than, in my experience, right, as a delegate from America, that's not much different from America. And so how can we actually be supportive to one another and talk about what it is? And so one of the things we learned while we were here was that when a baby is born, you're not automatically given a birth certificate, that you have to make sure you pay your hospital bill before you're given a birth certificate. And in America, that's not the case. You'll have a bill, you'll be in debt. If you don't pay the bill, you'll just be in debt and you'll get a birth certificate. And so we were talking about what are the ramifications of not having identification and maybe being 30 and going somewhere and not having identification,
happens,
or if someone were to abduct you, if there's not a record of you, how do we find you? And so talking about what those possibilities look like, and right, maybe it's us saying, hey, please, let's tell you a different way or show you a different way, and let's talk about how we can advocate for you all to have birth certificates automatically, no matter what, right? Everyone deserves to be recognized as an actual human being. And so I think that's a lot of the conversations that we're hoping to have with this series, and hopefully be a long-standing series, and maybe you all can tune in as well.
Yeah. So when is the series going to premiere, and where can people find it?
Let's say March.
Okay.
And you can find it.
All right.
It was due in February, but this trip to Belize kind of,
Very well, yeah.
Yes.
So maybe we can have, again,
But you can find it on
invitation,
MBIA's YouTube channel. But best way I would say is still to go through the website, the MBIApageant.com.
Very well.
You'll find it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Stick a pin to that.
We're going to stick a pin in that. And definitely going to be putting the website in the chat. So for our viewers that are listening, could you repeat it one more time for those that are listening that want to get in touch?
Yes, so if you want to get in touch, Miss Black International Ambassador Pageant is at thembiapageant.com, thembiapageant.com.
Very well. Very well. Queen Siobhan and Miss Anita, we thank you so much for joining us today on Sunup.
Very welcome. Thank you for
Wish you
having us.
all the best with your trip. Continue enjoying. All the best with the recruitment. And we look forward to having a conversation with you closer to August to meet more of the delegates and more details about the pageant.
You got room for us?
We do. We can make space. We will make space, just so you know. Yeah.
We're excited,
Definitely.
especially bring other countries in. So we need a Belizean representation.
We need 4.
We need 4.
We need 4.
I think I found one.
I was about to say, yeah.
I know. I'm sitting at the restaurant last night, and I'm like, how old are you?
I love it, like you're just mapping it out. You're like, how old are you?
And
Really?
like,
How do we make this work?
Yeah, and Siobhan says, you ever want to be in the pageant? She's like, no.
Like, are you sure?
Then you could give your story and everything after that. I love it. But for our Belizeans out there, please, I'm begging you, look at this. We put the website in the chat for you to check it out. Tell somebody that you know would really want to take advantage of this. And let's put some Belizeans in this. First time ever having Belizeans in it. And we're looking forward to see you guys come in. And also first time ever having it in Belize. So these are like 2 big things that we need to make sure we're grabbing a hold of. But thank you so much, ladies, for being here. We're excited for our follow-up conversation. Because we're going to be talking about that overall conversation, a series of conversations, of course, getting our delegates in. So stay tuned for all of that. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
These charter mints aren't from
We're
an
navigating along the coastline.
This morning,
of
the
northern
2023
in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Cherise Halsell,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Buenos dias, beautiful Sunup at 7 family. Welcome back to your Monday episode. Thank you so much for making some company to Renata and our guest. And we move on to our next exciting conversation because we're talking about pride in our city. It's a cleanup campaign that's upcoming this weekend, organized by the Sea of Life, partnering with many organizations within the Belize city community, which is so great to hear. Today we're going to find out more details about that event and what's the impact behind it. Joining us on our couch to give us more details, we have Paulita Bennett-Marin, Director of Sea of Life. Paulita, good morning. How is your energy from 1 to 10 today, 10 being the highest?
I want to say 9.
9. Okay.
With that tennis on, it better be a 9.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's so good to have you on the couch. I was talking about the great work that you and Sea of Life are doing to improve the quality of life, especially for Belize City, which is like super cool. We are joined also by Matthew Romero. You're part of the Belize Youth Movement, Matthew. Good morning.
Hi, morning, guys.
How is your energy today, 1 to 10?
Before I came here, it was low, 5, 6, 7.
You're getting
but after
there.
interacting with you guys, I'm at an 11 now.
I love it.
We're ranging, and it's good to have that kind of energy on a Monday morning.
That
but
is
also
absolutely
because of
true.
the conversation we're going to be having for the weekend, it's good to have that high energy to get people pumped and ready to do this.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this cleanup campaign for, we learned, about 3 years.
Yes.
And that's really exciting to see that we're able to keep it going for so long too. Talk to us a little bit about last year's one before we even get into this year's one, so we can get excited about it. How was that?
Yeah, sure. So yes, this is for Sea of Life going into our 3rd year of doing cleanups. We started just organizing with other groups and joining their cleanups. And then once we started working on school campuses, we introduced this process called trash blitz, where we take the waste and then we audit it. We separate it, we look for the brands, we look for the materials, we count what types of items there are. We really get a lot of deep data on what's happening across waste. And so we started that because we're also doing refillable water on campuses. And so we wanted to be able to measure the impact of the refillable stations to see if we're actually reducing plastic. And we are, big time.
Okay.
When you put in refill, you see a lot less plastic because no more of the single-use waters. So since then, what happened is a lot of the organizations that we're friends with, we've been talking about the need to really do something focused on Belize City at large, not just on the campuses, but in the community. Getting out in the streets, talking to neighbors, sharing information, and really trying to centralize pride for our city. A lot of times people have something that's not so nice to say about some of our neighborhoods or our city in general, but really, let's be real. Belize City is the coolest place across the country.
I love it, yeah.
It's where everything happens, and there's no reason that we can't give some love back to it. So we've decided to do 4 large-scale cleanups across the city, each in a different community. We did Yabra last time. We're doing Port Loyola this time. Then we'll pick 2 more locations, and it's really more than a cleanup. We're cleaning up, yes. We're also, there's teams of citizen scientists. St. Catherine's Academy helps with putting the students together to collect the data with us. But we're talking to neighbors, we're passing out flyers, we're reasoning with folks to say, let's keep our community clean.
Yeah.
You know?
I love this because I just, like a couple of days ago, somebody said, I wish Belizeans had more civic pride. You know, and we often hear this word just like roaming around and people, but what does civic pride mean, right? And how do we get to that place where people actually get to care? But it's doing initiatives like yours, right? So which is getting more community stakeholders involved in caring, showing what it is to like lead by example, but also seeing the impact that it can have. Because as you say, we've seen that through the years of doing this work, we can see the number of plastic has decreased, and which is like great advocacy work for people to see like, okay, when somebody may feel like nobody's doing it, but there's comes somebody and say we're doing it and we're doing the work. So I can see now where civic pride can come in, and if people are searching for a meaning or how can they go ahead and develop that, that's a great partnership to have with
And
you.
seeing others come out there, it kind of like pushes you like, oh, I should care about my city a little bit too.
Yeah.
I should love on my city. If they're doing it, why can't I pick up something and do it? So it kind of really builds an incentive in your mind to be like, I could be doing. I'm gonna jump the bandwagon. I'm gonna be on the bandwagon too, everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring Matthew in this conversation. Tell us a little bit about the Belize Youth Movement and how their involvement is with this cleanup.
Well, I mean, off the bat, as the name says, Belize Youth Movement, we're a youth-focused group. We do some politics and everything, but at the end of the day, what it really is about is pushing, advocating for the interests of youth.
Of course.
So education is at the top of our list. Sports, community service, youth in politics. Because we are the youth arm of the PUP, right? But at the end of the day, when Ms. Paulita came to me with this idea, Matthew, would BYM like to be a partner in this? It was an automatic yes, because this is one of those things that you can directly see how your actions would impact your community, right? And the first time we had the cleanup, I was so amazed to see how structured this was, how organized Sea of Life is, and how well all these partners work together, right? So very high impact, high visibility, like Ms. Paulita mentioned. And, like I said, it was an automatic yes. So
It's a no-brainer. We got to do this, of course.
And we are, being a youth group, a youth movement, being a part of this is a no-brainer, like you said, because we are the future of this country, right? We're all young people here, and for those that are young at heart, it's clear to see that, we want to take care of what we have, and that we're taking care of the future of our country. I mean, we don't want any more, negative environmental impacts. So this is us playing our part. This is a small part, that we can, help out to make some big impact. And thanks to Ms. Paulita, she has really done a lot of good work in raising awareness, creating impact with these cleanups and all the work that Sea of Life does. So, kudos to her. And
that's true.
Especially thanks to all our partners as well,
Yeah, the people think, like you, are just looking at, oh, this is a no-brainer. We have to do this. It's good to have that kind of mentality when it comes to these kind of cleanups. Because people say, well, we have other things that we have to do. There are other priorities. We can't make it or so. But when you look at it, no, I have to be a part of this. This is my country. This is my city. This is my place, so I want to take care of.
Like I'm still navigating this thought of civic pride. And then you mentioned something just now, like we're here. Belize City is one of the coolest places that you can be in. And I think that's what it takes, right? You got to love where you're at for you to say, like, let's make this place even better. And I hope that people are able to connect with that, to say, like, we live in a really cool place and let's do something about it. So in regard about doing something about it, let's give us some details about the upcoming cleanup campaign for Saturday.
Oh, boy.
Where's it going to be?
Okay. So we're meeting at 7 a.m. So
It's a good time.
And the weather's going to be good, too.
Yeah, it's going to be a little cool front,
Yes.
I think.
It's going to be cold. So 7 a.m. at Port Loyola Library.
Loyola Library compound.
Okay.
Yep. And then we'll do that neighborhood. So we create maps, and then we send folks out on different blocks. Some of the people on the teams are with the grabbers and the buckets or the bags, and they're collecting. Some of the people have informational flyers, and they're talking to neighbors, and they're asking folks to get involved and educating about the issues. Because plastic pollution is not just litter, right? Plastic pollution is also, and it creates impacts on our health. So we're talking about microplastics, we're talking about the ingestion of microplastics. So if folks at least have the information, they can make more informed decisions about how they live and what they eat and drink from, right? And so that's what we're doing. Everybody goes out in teams. They generally go out for about 30 to 45 minutes, collect waste, come back. The citizen scientists then sort it and log all the data. Last time, I think we collected almost 5,000 pieces of trash.
Jeez Louise, that's a lot of trash.
Yeah, so it's huge. It's a huge issue. Think about that's just one morning of trash cleanup in one little community. So we can have an impact. But the bigger impact will be when we start to choose not to have so much single-use plastic for everything. So yeah, Saturday, 7 a.m., probably, hopefully wrap up between 11 and noon. It's usually a half-day event. Lots of organizations joining us that people volunteer with, Belize Audubon Society, Oceana, a slew of groups, even for-profits, like Old Belize comes out, and they bring their whole team and their trucks and everything to take the waste away. So we really have all sorts of partners stepping up.
That's amazing.
Yes, great job.
So come out, wear sneakers, be comfy. If you have work gloves, bring work gloves. We encourage all reuse of everything. Bring a water bottle. There's free water there. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
Okay, so for viewers out there that are listening and they want to get involved, the details are right there. Literally, Port Loyola Library. You can go at 7 a.m. and you can be able to be paired up in a team, and you can go out, bring out. Is there an age range for children? Because I was just thinking, like
all ages.
Bring
I think we had all ages, right?
Yeah, last time it was everybody,
everybody
kids,
in the community.
Kids, adults.
Come out. And this is, I'm hoping people from Port Loyola specifically would come out. This is your community.
Yeah.
You want to beautify it. You want to make sure you're giving it back. What is duly needed.
What if people from Port Loyola want to pick up their trash in their neighborhood and just bag it for you? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. The more the merrier. Come on out.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. So as we're wrapping up this conversation, for persons that are listening out here that would want to, if they can't make it to this one, but they would want to join, they would want to volunteer, they want to be a part of the change, how can they get in contact with Sea of Life?
Hit up any one of the organizations involved. You could look on Belize Youth Movement's Instagram, Sea of Life, Oceana, Belize Audubon, Belize Game Fish Association. We have Rotaract clubs involved. I mean, there's so many groups. And just ask, even if your group's not involved, ask them. Say, hey, let's get involved with this plastic-free, prideful Belize campaign.
Yeah.
Any group's welcome. Then they get down, add their logo to the event flyer, and then we all cross-promote it and get more people out.
Are you open to invitations for somebody to take you to Kyle, for instance, and lead a cleanup there?
We could do a cleanup We have had folks say, hey, how could we do this down in our community? And we're like, okay, we can help you with how we laid out ours. And then Sea of Life, we do work across the country. So we work in Stan Creek, we work in Corozal, we work in Belize. Those are primarily where we're spending a lot of time, but we'll go anywhere. If there's a cleanup
Just give the invitation.
in need, we'll come.
And we'll make it happen. I love it. Darcy's in the chat saying, if everybody's interested, join the movement. Don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Darcy.
There we go, Darcy. Great job.
Missing you, girl. So it's really exciting to see this happen. I'm looking forward to see. Last time you said it was about 5,000.
Yeah, almost 5,000 pieces of
We're
trash.
hoping to get even more than that, so we can double that number, so we can have bigger impact. Like Matthew was saying, serious impact, visibility, all these partners out there. Big up to all the partners out there too. I want to tell you kudos to answering that call and saying yes with no hesitation. It really is about you guys and us just coming out and cleaning up. So with that, we're gonna go to our next commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss. Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sherry Kelso,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to your Monday episode of Sunup on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space. We move on to an exciting conversation because the fundraiser events continue to raise funds for Dr. Eck to support his medical needs. And right now we are joined by our friends from Madisco who have an exciting event coming up as part of their fundraiser activity. We're going to find out those details right now. And joining us on our couch, we have Aisha Williams joining us, event marketer. Aisha, good morning.
Good morning.
How is your energy today?
I'm trying my best to be 100, but I see you can. I'm sure you can hear me.
You can hear the sniffles in
yes,
you.
Yes, the weather really beat me up.
You know, I realize like 100% looks different every day. So the way how you're showing up today, we're super grateful that you're taking the time to join us today, give us those details about the event, because what y'all are doing is a very impactful one. So we appreciate the 100 that you have to share with us today, Aisha. Thank you so much for joining us. Next week we have Luisa Balona, content marketer at Madisco. Good morning.
Good morning.
How is your energy today?
Good.
Yeah?
I think the same thing I could say with Matthew, 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
The 11,
All
I
right.
love it. And then I also be loving the shoes too.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
cute, yes.
I be here.
Her one too. Look at it. The strap.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
People showed up today. I'm
Yeah.
here for it. 100% on a Monday and the last Monday in January.
There we
all
go.
here for it.
Yes.
And we're also here for an amazing fundraiser, a good partnership between Madisco and Nick. Just talk a little bit about that and how all proceeds are going directly to Dr. Eck.
Okay. Okay.
Did they catch that?
Yes. That was super cute.
I
They're
got
like,
her because she's an event, so I want her to start off first.
okay.
So the event is this Friday. It's going to be held at the House of Culture. So it's going to start at 7 p.m. and it's going to go until maybe about 11.
Okay.
Aside from that, we have prayer of healing for Dr. Eck at 7 p.m.
Okay.
So we invite the public,
public.
to come out early so that we can all have this time of prayer for him.
Okay.
You guys can enjoy entertainment by Firestarter, Stone Jam, DJ Woody, and DJ Clark's and
Smurf
Entertainment.
Okay.
So tickets are $100 per person. You can get them at our main branch on 1894-5 Claiborne Street in Belize City, or you can also purchase them via DigiWallet as well.
Okay.
And in addition to that, as Aisha mentioned earlier, we have tables to sell for $50, which seats 6 people.
Okay.
And also, we are now in collaboration with DigiWallet, whereby people can donate money online, whatever your heart desires to give to Dr. Eck. So all of this will go directly to him for his medical expenses. So to touch base more on DigiWallet, if you do have the app, you just log in to it. Then you're going to select send money, local transfer. Then you're going to enter the mobile number, which is 623-8906, and the dollar amount that you want to send. Then after that, in the purpose field, you can add your personalized message. You can do it however you want.
Okay.
And then after that, you just review everything, and then you press send. So it's quite convenient.
What a great partnership, and it's so good that DigiWallet is supporting the fundraiser event for Dr. Eck. So, what are the ticket prices?
The ticket prices are $100.
$100, and you can get it at Madisco or you can get it via DigiWallet.
Exactly.
Okay, so if I got it right, so it starts at 7. You start with prayer service, and then from there, a party.
Basically, because we're celebrating him.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he won't be able to be with us. He's not in the country. But it's a bittersweet time, but I'm sure that he'll enjoy knowing that we're all supporting him and we're enjoying
Definitely.
just supporting him in the way of celebration and coming together as a community, as a country.
I connect with that because like everybody's coming with the same intention of saying we're here to support the healing of Dr. X. So if you're doing a prayer, if you're doing a party, it's the point of this energy coming together and saying we're here for you. Wow, so beautiful. I hope you all get a video and send it to him also. I'm sure that he will be very happy to see that.
They're like, oh, look at that. All of this for me. Because, of course, like, again, all persons coming together just to make sure that this is possible. Talk to us a little bit about, like, food and entertainment and so forth so people can be able to know, like, of course, the $100 goes directly to Dr. Eck and his medical needs and everything, but like what you're going to be getting to when you go out to this event.
Okay, well, you can look forward to stuff like finger foods, so sandwiches, wings, and nachos, stuff like that. Aside from that, we're going to be having a bar, Madisco bar, of course. We're going to be having wines, such as Prestigium, that's a red wine, and Birds and Bees, that's a sweet wine. So those are just 2 wines that we'll be featuring that night.
Very well.
Aside from that, of course, you can get your cocktails, you can look forward to your spirits, and anything else that you may like, because everyone has a different palate.
And all these proceeds from all the finger foods, from all the drinks, everything that's sold is going directly towards Dr. Egg, just so you know. So the more you buy, the more you're being able to support him. So just throwing that out there. Like the whole thing is going towards him in that way. And of course, there's entertainment.
Yes, yes.
So, sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
In addition to that, I just want to quickly mention we're going to be having raffles throughout the night.
Okay.
So just to give you a little sneak peek into what we're going to be raffling. So 2 of the prizes we have that I want to mention is a gift certificate for an aromatherapy massage, courtesy of Otsil Day and Spa, and also a gift certificate to Midpoint.
Okay.
Okay.
That. Okay, so there are raffles, there are foods, there are drinks on sale, there's entertainment to enjoy from that time. There's a prayer service to begin off the entire night, and people can come out. And again, reminding people that even if you can't physically make their Digi Wallet, you can be able to send your money directly to him, whatever portion you can give to help. And this Digi Wallet is going to be open from how long? Because we're just also thinking about maybe if after the event, if somebody still wants it, like on a Sunday, wants to donate, can they still do that?
Yes, it doesn't have an end time.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. So they can donate whenever they can. If they can't do it this week, and then let's say, because I know some people are going to get paid this week to end a month.
I literally thinking about that. So I'm just like, Friday's supposed to be payday because in a month, right? So they can be able to wait and do that then and make their payments. For all of this information, where can they go to get like flyer details, Digi Wallet information? Where can they go?
Sure. So the flyer is available on both of our platforms. We did collaborate with them, so it's a collaboration. So you're going to see it on their page as well. But they have also posted a flyer of their own on their social media pages as well. So you can look on both. Doesn't matter, but you can find it there.
Perfect. So make sure you're checking out Madisco's Facebook page. You can check out Digi Wallet, specifically Digi Wallet, the Facebook page for that to be able to see the flyer and support and share it with other persons. Is there a cap for how many people we can get?
Not necessarily.
Everybody can come.
Yeah. I mean, we do have a cap.
Also, culture is really big.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, we have limited seating. Yes,
So
of
it's
course.
like a first come, first serve.
Yes.
Oh, so you don't
For the tables, there's
For
limited
tables.
tables,
For
but
tables.
definitely there's space for anybody to come in and have a great time.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
But
But you just
aside-
stop by and just.
Yes,
have a
aside
good
from
time.
that, we'll be having cocktail tables, so you can still feel free to walk around, mingle.
And then they can message in for the cocktail tables to reserve those because like those are also very limited. So make sure they check in. Your $100, guys. That's per person. You come in and have a great time and celebrate. And I'm hoping to see the little video too as well, so Dr. Ek can be able to enjoy that from where he is. Remember, all proceeds, every single thing. I'm also thinking about persons that maybe want to enter into the raffle, like meaning want to offer something for the raffle. Can they do that at this point?
Yes,
still?
definitely.
They can.
So for persons that would want to donate something, whether it be a service, an item, or whatever it is to be on that raffle, you can also still do so. And I believe they can contact Madisco or Niche to be able to do that. Right?
Yes.
Excellent. So as we're wrapping up the conversation, any final points, anything else that we want to make sure we mention?
I just want to mention that I know we were reaching out to some people asking if they want to buy tickets, and a lot of them said, I'm not going to be in the country, but can I still buy a ticket just to support?
That's sweet.
So we still encourage that. Maybe you might not be able to attend physically, but feel free to just donate.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Whatever your heart desires. Like you mentioned before, like any amount does really still matter. Dr. Egg has touched so many lives.
He did.
So many parents, so much children have been able to testify about, how he deals with children, how he has been with their child. I literally have a colleague that told me that her son would not even be here without Dr. Egg.
Wow.
So like it really shows of all he has done in the community. So if you can, even if it's $10, guys,
is
it doesn't
true.
matter. Don't ever feel like
That
it's
is
too
true.
little. Every little, the amount that you give is what you can give, and it does make an impact.
It's like what
Yeah.
our slogan says on the flyer: every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts, 100%.
Yeah,
And I thank you guys,
yeah.
and of course Niche to Madisco and Niche and Digi Wallet for like coming on board to making sure that Dr. Ek can be able to receive these funds.
Yeah, the fundraiser last Friday went really well.
Yes,
Their big sale.
Yes.
Yeah, it went really well. That
Yeah.
they sold out
Sold
apparently.
out,
So that
all
was
the
like
great
really,
stuff,
really good to
man.
see that people
I'm
came
just
out last Friday to be able to
happy.
support with that fundraiser. But yeah, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you a great week. Have a great event. Folks, if you tune into this conversation, there were so many details shared as to how you can support the recovery and the healing of Dr. Ek. You can go to Madisco's Facebook page to find out those details.
Yes.
And of course, get going and have a great time on Saturday.
Definitely. So we'll be right back with the wrap of today's show. Stay tuned.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Cherie Halsell,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
And we are back, Boozillas. Welcomes. We are here wrapping up today's show. It was a great Monday.
I liked it. Yeah.
It was a good thing.
Jules was fiery, and of course, he encouraged you to stay tuned to tonight's newscast to find out some details as to like what they're gonna say about this vehicle that abducted Budna that was
But
finally
also,
revealed.
Like, he said he ready for leak stuff when it comes
to the car dealers, and the northern border.
To me, it's giving hot tamale.
It's perfect for the cold front, right? Because it's gonna warm you up. But definitely, we had great conversations with Miss Black International Ambassador, doing the recruitment for Belizeans to
I really hope
participate
Belizean women would
in
get on
this
board for
pageant.
that. Yeah.
They're trying to recruit Renata, just so you know. Will she step up to the game?
Will
she step up to the challenge? We're going to find out because the pageant is in August. So you have enough time for you to go ahead and
see.
sign up for this pageant.
Yeah, and of course, we're going to be having this Saturday the cleanup campaign, the Pride in Our City, with the Sea of Life coming in, and of course, BYM supporting them, and with a range of other great partners that are supporting. They're going to be starting at 7 a.m. at the Port Loyola Library, guys. So if you want to be a part of that, show up there and come ready. Come with your water bottle because they have refills. Water bottle, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, and we're going to be excited to see, how much last year they did like 5,000 pieces of trash. So we're hoping to see more and of course, bigger impact. And of course, Madisco teaming up with Nidge and DigiWallet doing their thing to support Dr. Ek. They're going to be having their fundraiser taking place here this weekend at the House of Culture. I think it's Saturday. I'm trying to remember.
It's on Saturday, yes.
Saturday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
at the House of Culture. They have tickets on sale for $100 per person. All proceeds, even the food, the wine, everything that's sold is going directly to Dr. Egg. He's not going to physically be there, but of course they're going to be taking a little video to showcase and send to him. So yeah, great conversations, great impact. We're hoping you're staying tuned to all of them and sharing the information with other persons. Don't keep the Sunup goodness for yourself.
That is true.
Share it.
That is true.
Also.
Yeah.
And with that, we've come to
Come to
8:30,
the
Miss
end of
Pod.
the show, yeah.
We're sending you off on your Montabulous Monday. I won't be in tomorrow. I'll be back on Wednesday. Kevin and I for a Montabulous Wednesday, but join
That is true.
Random tomorrow.
That is true. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. Gotta give a shout out to the organizers of the Marathon Plus One yesterday in Cayo. It was a very interesting experience running through the hills of Cayo. I am super sore. It was a great workout, but definitely a great mission to be able to promote environmental consciousness and environmental protection. So Marathon Plus One organizers, you did a great job. And to the runners that showed up and conquered the hills of Cayo.
Big up on yourself.
Big up on yourself. Y'all did so great. But with that, we come to the end of the show. We want to say thank you so much for making some company to Renata and I. We love you so much, and we're super grateful for your time that you share with us. Have a great day, and
Bye, Boozellas.
see you soon.
We love y'all.
Bye.
Yo quiero verte bailar ese cuerpo sensual, quiero poder tocar. Pégate mami un poquito más, un pasito para adelante, un pasito para atrás.
A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes up